There's a lot of people that showed great interest in our job. We had literally 5 national championship coaches that showed an interest in our job, and 3 of them would have taken it. The perception that people didn't want the job couldn't have been, further from the truth. It was all about getting this right. We could not afford to make a mistake here. You'll see his contract is $12.6 million. For us to make a mistake there, we can't afford a mulligan on that kind of financial commitment. It was something that had to be done right. We all worked our butts off, quite frankly, to make sure that we did everything we could do to get it right. And if that didn't resonate positively to people, I mean, nothing will, because he's just an amazing human being. He's a great wife, great family, and he's a hell of a coach.
That being said, were you surprised with how long the process actually took to find a coach? The first time that you were there?
No, actually, I had no clue. I mean, this is something that, there's no primer, there's no manual. I was, like I said, getting very tired because I think it was 38 days that I never had a break, and it went into the night every night, and we were just going to get it right. And I hoped that because of the recruiting situation that we could get it done without missing out on these special kids up in Portland and a couple of others, but we still weren't going to make a quick decision unless it was the right decision.
You said 3 national title coaches were willing to take the job?
Yes. And 5 showed interest in the job.
3 were willing to say, I would do it.
Yeah, 3 said they'd take it.
And I apologize if you already answered that again, but so explain what were their shortfalls if we're not naming them.
They just weren't a fit for Oregon. It's just, this is a special place, and the community deserves the right type of person that, fits in the community, that embraces the community, and maybe give it an opportunity to get to know them better. We could have moved further down that path, but he just felt like he was at the right place in his life to come here. He really wants to have an opportunity to win it all. He's at a great age. As you can see, he's a very youthful 51-year-old. Sometimes in life you just have to go with instincts, and our president was very supportive, consulted with Phil Knight a lot along the way, because obviously he has a lot of knowledge about who the winners are out there, who the good guys are, and Phil was 100% on board with it. Our president was excited about it. Lorraine was. And quite frankly, there was just no doubt in my mind he was a Duck. Yeah, it did. I was knowledgeable of it, but there was never going to be an opportunity to settle either. We were going to get the right guy, and say if we miss this, this class, it sets us back a little bit. But this is, about the next 10 years, not about the next 10 months. As been pointed out, we have leadership, in transition. There's just been a lot of, reports about Oregon from it made us look like we were dysfunctional, and then when it looked like we were out, willy-nilly offering, $5 million to Billy Donovan. We never spoke to Billy Donovan. He was a great coach, and I'm sure he's a great guy. While maybe we're having significant discussions with somebody else, it makes us look to be disingenuous, like we weren't sincere about when we were saying that we would really like to get to know you. And it's hard, it's like having a girlfriend and then somebody saying that, that they saw you with somebody else. And a lot of this is about relationship building. He's moving his family here. This is a huge commitment. He's got assistant coaches that he loves dearly. As you heard, his athletic director is his best friend. This is not something that's done lightly, and $12.5 million, last time I checked, is a lot of money, too.
Thank you. Any chance Bruce can?
Thanks.
Pardon me?
Any chance Bruce can?
I appreciate it.